Propellerhead software, with its user-friendly interface, provides the tools that musicians need for effortless music production. Their products are used in studios all over the world, regardless of whether those studios also serve as bedrooms or whether they are large Hollywood complexes delivering directly to the music industry. Turn on a radio station that plays any kind of pop music, and you won't have to wait long before you hear a piece where one of their products delivered part of the result.
Propellerhead software is one of the world's leading makers of software musical instruments. It pioneered the concept of computer-based software synthesis, invented the concept of recycling sampled sound material, and it continues to raise the bar for quality. The company's two key software programs are Reason, which is the one we will be using today, and Recycle.
Making music should be as easy as powering up a computer, loading up a powerful piece of music software, and getting down to business. And it is. Reason version 4 is a virtual studio rack with all the tools and instruments you need to turn your ideas into music. It's a complete music system. Let's step into the world of Reason.
Okay, what we have here is a song that I had made previously with Reason 4.0. I've already completed the song. What I have here is a mixer. I usually start with the mixer first. There's various ways to get your devices onto the interface of Reason. I'll go over that in a minute. I have my NN19, my redrum, my maelstrom, my RPGA. One way I do it is right-clicking. You can right-click and choose your device. Another way to do it is to go to Create, and you have your synthesizers on there, mixers, which you can select also. Another method, which is one that I don't really use at all, is that you have a separate window and you have a bank of sequencers, compressors, mixers, effects that you could just drag onto the interface, the surface. I don't use that too much. Right clicking is a little bit faster for me, but whatever works for you. Once you get the hang of Reason, you could do it however you like to do, whichever works for you best. Another thing I like about Reason is that it's very realistic in the sense that you have your channels and parameters that you could hook up in the back. I always start off with the mixer because it automatically connects anything that you click or anything that you put onto the surface. It automatically routes it to the previous device. And if you click on the surface, it automatically connects it to the mixer. So if you right click on a device and you want to add an effect, it will add it to that device. What I have here is a pattern that I've made in Redrum. Redrum is just a sequencer, and you can sequence your percussion on here. Very good. One of my favorite ways to do a percussion. There's other methods of doing it as well, but this is the one I prefer. You could single out the sounds. Each channel has its own sample loaded onto it, and you can load different samples to it. Next is my NN19, which is a sampler. This one has more versatility, as you can play around with the waves more, the sound waves. Let me demonstrate the sound that I sampled from here. It's an organ, and I laid out a pattern on it. And then all it's going to do is just keep looping over and over as long as I have it down there in the storyboard down there. Okay, on to the next device, which is another reed drum. This is something that I've recently experimented with. I usually use drum samples, but this time I used different piano samples, and then I laid out a pattern. It worked beautifully, as you could as you will hear in a moment. You could select different channels and play around with the sound waves. Let's see how this sounds. Go ahead and single this out. And yeah, and I don't have much music theory background, actually, if not any. But music theory really helps out with these programs. But as user friendly as Reason is, anyone can spend an hour or two and start making their own music right off the bat. The Maelstrom is a synthesizer which has different patches loaded on it, and I love using this for whistles, which I'm making a Dirty South beat, which a whistle is a really key ingredient for a Dirty South hip hop beat, and an arpeggio, which all that is just